Whether you're looking for programs on near-death experience, angels, spirituality, health, healing, and wellness, metaphysics, extraterrestrials, UFOs, or videos about the soul, we've got you covered. The Conscious Awakening Network is your connection to community, education, and transformation with enlightening programming designed to awaken and expand your consciousness, open and engage your mind, heal and ground your body. Download our apps on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and in the iOS and Android app stores. Hello, everybody, and I am Sheila Seppi with the Conscious Awakening Network here at Los Angeles at the Conscious Life Expo with my beautiful co-host, Michelle Anderson. Michelle, thank you for being here. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yay.
This is totally spur of the moment, just so you know. We did not we didn't do a lot of planning for this,
We
right?
did zero planning. Actually, the computer's sitting up on cups. And Willow is with us, and we are just having a blast here. But the name of this show is Meet the Exceptional. And there are so many exceptional people here at Conscious Life Expo. I mean, all you have to do is just walk down the hall and meet person after person. And everybody's so excited to be here because this is the first time that a lot of us have met in person.
I know.
It's so fun. And we've been talking for years.
Yeah.
And now we finally had the opportunity to meet, and it's just been such a wonderful heart-opening experience. And tonight, what we want to focus on is talking with people about their heart openings and what they feel about unconditional love. And I was reminded last year during February, Michelle was my co-host also on Conscious Awakening, because every time I think about love and open-heartedness, I always think of you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It means so much to me that you think of me, and I'm really happy to be here. It feels like we just made a joke that this feels like we're the Super Bowl of consciousness here, because the way that we're doing this filming and meeting these people. So how about we take it away with our first guest?
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Come on over, Suzanne. So we have Suzanne Ross with us from Sedona. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Awesome. Thanks for doing this. I know it was kind of spur of the moment and so fun, but you want to tell people a little bit about you and about your work and what you think of when we talk about unconditional love and open-heartedness.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me to be on your show. It looks like we need to turn the computer just a little bit there. Hi, everyone. Yes, we are so excited to be at this heart-centered event. I mean, everyone here is just vibrating at such a high love light frequency. It's so crowded. There's so many people, and everybody seems to be radiating this love and light. Everyone's in this higher consciousness. So even though it's really crowded and people are trying to get around each other and people are stopping suddenly and, everyone's trying to squeeze into tiny spaces, everyone is just smiling from ear to ear and just loving on each other. So there's no contention for space or competition. It's just all unity consciousness. This is an example of the 5D new earth that we're always talking about.
Yes.
And it's in live right here at the Conscious Life Expo.
Absolutely. And you do some phenomenal things to help anchor 5D to the planet. You want to tell people about what you've got coming up next month?
Absolutely. So my business is called Suzanne Ross Transcendence. I've been doing this for decades in the spiritual industry. I'm an author. I've got my Up trilogy, Wake Up, Rise Up, and Lighten Up.
Ooh.
I also do personal retreats in Sedona, where I take people out into the sacred vortex sites of Sedona, as well as in the spiritual center I work out of there, where I do intuitive readings, energy healings, also do a lot of sessions sessions on Zoom so I can reach people around the world. I have a TV network, SciSpy.tv. So just doing a lot of different things, but one of my favorite things to do is host my annual spring equinox retreat in Sedona. And this will be actually my 15th event that I've had in Sedona. I moved there 8 years ago, and I right away had a fall equinox event, and I've been doing spring and fall events ever since. The event has now gotten so big that I really only have the bandwidth to do one a year now. So I chose the spring equinox. Spring is a beautiful time in Sedona, and we know the importance of the equinox. It's a very conducive time to access interdimensional realms. And so this year, our Sedona Ascension Retreat is at the Sedona Performing Arts Center, the most magnificent venue in Sedona. It's a beautiful theater, seats over 750. We've got retail and food vendors. We've got the main theater for all the keynote speakers. We have indoor workshops, and we do outdoor journeys. Shuttles come and pick people up and take them out into these sacred vortex sites of Sedona where they're guided in a spiritual practice. So a lot going on, performances, sound journeys by award-winning hemisync artists. So it's going to be a spectacular 3-day extravaganza in Sedona, and you're invited.
So if people want to sign up, how can they do that?
Just go to SedonaAscensionRetreats.com and you'll find all of the information there. And you're welcome to use the discount code Ascension10 for a special discount.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thanks for being such a good sport and coming in and just sharing your exceptionality with the world. Thanks so much.
Bless you, my dear. You're exceptional. And so are all of you. Many blessings. Mwah. See you in Sedona.
All right. Woohoo. And speaking of exceptional, we have another beautiful lady. Come on over here and have a seat.
Yes,
Miss Vivian Jobin. And I just got finished with your workshop, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. So for people that don't know a little bit about you, can you share?
Yes, absolutely. I am so thrilled you're here. This is amazing to share this conference together and being able to help people today. What we did is an Arcturian holographic universal matrix activation. We utilize the 12 points of chakra system to the universal chakra plus the 12-dimensional corresponding point. And we brought four mighty intergalactic civilizations to come and encode right in the matrix with the Arcturians, the Andromedan, of course, the Lyrans and the Syrians.
Beautiful.
And then it was just, we took it to the next level, and then we created together a beautiful vibrational matrix of light around the earth. And we just activate the whole planet, basically. So it went from the workshop of the conference through here in California to everywhere around the planet to beyond the planet. It was really amazing. And I felt so humbled to see that the room was packed. I mean, completely.
There were people lined up around the walls, sitting
Around the
in the
walls, sitting-
floor. That was amazing.
That was
It was
just-
amazing.
That's what being of service, let me tell you, that's being of service.
Absolutely. So Vivian, can you tell people just a little bit about your true nature?
Yes, of course. So I am internationally known as an Arcturian advanced hybrid, and I've been speaking about my intergalactic origin, that I am an Arcturian hybrid, have returned into this beautiful genetically engineered body by the Arcturians. It took us generations to perfect, to bring to the aspect so I can be physically capable to be on the planet in the human form. So I don't look like 12 feet tall, coming into Conscious Life Expo. So let's come see the activation together. You know, some of you were like, yes, and most of you go like, wow, what's going on? There will come a time. I always tell my team, I said, there will come a time where let's bring ourselves from where we are, what we look like, and bring that energy. But it's all about remembering our divinity.
Yes.
It's divine remembrance. It's about divine love. It's about returning to the profoundness of who we are. And we're doing so much work day in, day out globally, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's conferences, whether it's interviews. seminars. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
going to be at Susan Ross conference, and we will be there together. There in Sedona, I mean, there's a seminar. We're going to be in Maui. We're going to Glastonbury to do more work this year.
Mhm.
So it's just, the work is amplifying every
It's
time.
beautiful. And you did such a beautiful job of working on the heart matrix
Oh.
during the meditation. You want to share a little bit about that?
Absolutely. The heart matrix is very much the core of everything. People ask about, how do I connect to my guides? How can I activate my gift? How can I, be in tune with everything? It's about the activation of your heart energy, the secret energetic field that expand on a multidimensional level, even universal level and beyond. And we reach to the point to bring in prime creator frequencies of love. It's about coming back into what oneness and wholeness is truly about. And that is profound. That's more than anything else.
Put little Willow down. I think he's had enough for the day, but I know being a participant in the workshop, as you start to wind down that day and start to feel that little edge of tiredness seeping in, you just kind of come in and it's like, oh, okay, I can make it another hour. And then you did this activation and the entire room was vibrating. Everyone there was just uplifted and it was amazing. And so if people would like to experience a healing like this from you, can you share how they can reach you?
Absolutely. We have our website, which is called Infinite Healing from the Stars.com. Infinite Healing from the Stars. That name was given to me over 10 years ago. Because sometimes it's really verbal language for me. I'm like, I'm always in telepathic communication. So what name do I need to bring?
Right.
And they gave me the name. They said, what are we doing? It's healing in an infinite capacity. And they said, where are you from? I said, I'm from the stars. They said, there we go. Infinite from the stars. Everything is there. We also have our brand new Octurne Healing Arts program, which is a 3-month program, which was launched. We have also membership. We have a community online. We do free meditation series every month. We offer really a lot of services to help privately, group, conferences. There's classes we do also every month. It's incredible. And of course, the launching of our new collaborative book. This is not just me. It's about 36 authors coming together, talking about love, wisdom, and legacy. So what legacy do you want to leave? Huh? That's the question.
That's a great question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Always a joy.
much. Yes, absolutely. Thanks
Yeah,
so much.
love.
And
love,
now-
everyone.
What we're going to do is we're going to play rotating chairs and Michelle is going to come up and introduce her spectacular guest. All right, we're going to switch on out.
Isn't this fun? So I want,
said,
yeah,
I'm-
come on in.
I'm gonna come on in.
Come on in. Oh, gosh. One of the things that I'm noticing and just witnessing about this time is that synchronicities are off the chart right now. And so when Sheila asked me to do this, this is our mystery guest here because I haven't introduced him, Craig Campobasso. I just want to say to you that Sheila asked me to co-host this with her, this extraordinary, Meet the Extraordinary for the month of February. And we didn't know how it was going to go off. And we have been running, from introducing speaker to speaker to speaker. And I just synchronicity ran into my dear friend, Craig Campobasso. And I said, he's the one. I know he's one of the ones that I'm supposed to be sharing. So, and Craig, I have such an enormous amount of love for you ever since the minute we met at the Integrity.
Completely. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we knew we were family. It was, we just,
Immediate.
yeah, it was an immediate thing. And so coming to Conscious Life Expo is like coming home.
Yeah.
And many of these events that are popping up all around are connecting us and making us so aware of how we're all connected and we're all finding this resonance with each other because we really want to raise the vibration on the planet. And you are one of the people that are helping you have helped so many people become okay with what is a starseed.
Right.
You know, where am I
Yes.
from? So why
Exactly.
don't you tell the audience
I
about
will.
why I see your heart as being so open?
I'll give the TV guide thumbnail version, but when I was 26 years old, I had a major spiritual awakening with 3 universal master teachers. And this went on for a 6-month period. And then from then for another up until 2 years, the awakening got so amassed and so big that I went from a guy who did a regular job and lived in the valley and went out at night with my friends to being a full-blown cosmic being, right? That's all I can explain it.
Yeah.
And
When it wasn't like the mainstream.
when it wasn't,
Yeah. Now
we're
it's getting
talking in the 80s,
Yeah.
right? When it
Yeah.
was not mainstream. So anyway, long story short, the master teacher said I went to Mount Shasta, had a major experience there, came home. The one master teacher said to me, it is now time to sit down and write the books that you were meant to write. And he said, sit down, just start writing. Don't stop, don't edit, keep going as long as you can. I didn't know what automatic writing was. I did not know what channeling was. I would hear words, I didn't know what they were. I'm like, can you spell that? Right? Then I go look it up in the dictionary and that kind of thing. And so that's where the Autobiography of an Extraterrestrial Saga book series came from. There's 4 books in that series, and I'm just finishing one of the prequel books right now. There'll be 7 in total. But back then, I used to host at least once a month. I would throw giant UFO parties, and I would bring in a ufologist. And back then, everything was on VHS cassette tapes.
Oh my gosh.
And I would have like over 100 people crammed in my little 1-bedroom apartment because I was in my 20s, right? And all these celebrities, all these people would come, and I'd be looking around, God, I can't believe they're in my house, and I'm like, I did worked on Doom with David Lynch. David Lynch came,
Oh my gosh.
so
Yeah.
it was very cool, and they all dug it, and then I just never hid it. I shared it with everyone, even my friends. And they loved me so much, they didn't, chastise me or anything like that.
I think that's the key
right
now, to
Yeah.
share your truth.
Share your truth.
Yeah, with respect and reverence for
Yeah.
the fact that people may have a different experience or belief, but
Right.
this is your personal truth.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They were a little freaked out.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, but as the years went on, they would come to me and say, we did think you were a little weird back then, but gosh, we're just like you now.
Yeah. Well, I used to be called the leader of the whack pack, and now
Right.
everybody's joining the whack pack. Yeah.
So anyway, so that's how it began, and I just kept going. I do it through the books, through
Mhm.
teaching, and then wrote the Extraterrestrial Species Almanac for MUFON books, and then just released the UFO Hotspot Compendium about all the UFO hotspots in America and Canada through MUFON books as well. So
One of the synchronicities about this is you texted me while I was in another talk at Conscious Life, and you asked, you were going to see Vivian.
yes,
And we were talking about how I was going to get in to see Vivian, and I didn't know that you knew Vivian, and I knew Vivian was going to be with us speaking right before him. And what are the odds of that? Seriously.
completely.
That's right.
She's the only person I wanted to see here, honestly. And I went, and I was right there in her amazing activation seminar. It was unbelievable. So I love her so much. Like I love you. I love her.
Yeah.
And I've been working on a documentary to the Extraterrestrial Species Almanac, in which
my gosh.
Vivian is a part
Oh
of.
my gosh, how exciting.
Yes, talking about her Octurian heritage.
Oh,
So Yeah,
This is the time.
This is the
Yeah.
time. And what's interesting about this documentary, because, we've got so many UFO documentaries, it's all the same people, is I wanted this to be an extension of the book.
Mhm.
And so we have all either contactees are having face-to-face with
Mhm.
extraterrestrials that I interviewed for the book. They're actually in the documentary.
Mhm.
Some with real pictures that they took
Mhm.
of the ETs. We have hybrids. And then we also have, like Barbara Lamb, Yvonne Smith,
Mhm.
giving their perspective. Of course, Barbara talking about hybrids and Yvonne talking about abductions and
And these are both
Yeah.
past life regressions.
yeah, completely.
Yeah, they get a
Yes.
lot of information about what people have experienced, and
That's right.
they've been fixtures in this
Oh,
in this
community
arena, yeah,
beyond.
for a long time. Yeah,
Long time. So,
yeah.
so we have over, it's not your usual suspects, right? We even had Daryl Anka, Bashar.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I've worked with him on a couple of movies. So, he doesn't really do anything outside of his own scope. So
Not usually.
No.
But he's here.
I know, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen him. I have to text him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I know, it's just, I'm feeling so uplifted and inspired
Me too.
by the way that we are all living our purpose and
yes.
finding, each person has their own mission. And I encourage anybody who's watching this to really tune into what is your mission?
That's right.
What
Yeah.
is it you feel you came here to do? Because we all have different missions.
Mhm.
And you have a big one.
Yes.
And I thank you for sharing it.
Oh,
Thank
you're
you for
welcome.
saying yes. I
Yes,
mean, in
of
an
course.
instant.
I was like, yes, what
yes,
time? Where?
Yes, exactly, exactly. And we have another person coming up that he did the same thing for me.
See, that's amazing.
He just walked in. It's so synchronistic.
And
Yeah.
by the way, great lighting.
We had my hero, Mark Howard. I said, we don't have a light. Mark, can you run down to my car? I happen to have one in the back of my car. And he ran down there and got it. 6 floors, P6.
Yes,
all the way down.
P6,
Yeah.
that's it.
Everything is
Absolutely.
manifesting. I say this time on earth is about manifesting miracles. And we are doing that in lightning speed right now. So
Yes.
call in our miracles. And that's what I think we're all doing right now.
Yeah,
So thank you for
absolutely.
joining
You're
us.
welcome. Love you.
Mwah. Okay, we're gonna slide in
All right.
Adrian Valera. Yeah, I did the same thing with Adrian, it has been a spectacular 2 days. We still have another day to go. And this is, I don't know. Yeah, I would say Adrian Valera is my partner in shine.
Oh,
You are my partner in shine.
well, you do it for me too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So, the reason why I felt that it was so important to have Adrian here is because of the work that he's doing in the world. And when I talk about it, I usually cry, and I'm going to try not to cry.
Oh,
I'm so happy, but I get teary-eyed when I think about people who live their lives in selfless service. And this is the man who absolutely does things for the greater good for all in selfless service through the Disclosure Fest Foundation. So will you tell us a little bit about, you didn't hear when we were talking about why we're doing these episodes.
Okay.
Sheila, we're meeting the extraordinary, right?
Can you fill me in a little bit?
So Sheila, I know she's over here off camera, right? So Sheila, what's the name of you renamed it? It's
Meet the Extraordinary.
your network.
Oh,
Awakening.
No, it's called,
Awakening Network. Conscious Awakening Network. She renamed it, so it tripped me up a little bit, but I love it has awakening in the title.
Oh, beautiful.
So Sheila has a Conscious Awakening Network, and you haven't met her yet. And I'm so excited that you guys are finally meeting, because I just finally met her here in person, but we've been doing work together, and she highlights people. She's much like me, where she wants to shine the light on people
Yes.
that are doing good works in the world, right? And so she asked me to co-host this, where this is a February episode, so it's focusing on people that live in their open-heartedness.
Mm.
And so of course you came to mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
So,
you.
Yeah.
So a little bit about Disclosure Fest Foundation. I know you know all about it. So this was this was kind of like a transmission during meditation, to basically stop what I was doing, which at that moment was film, and start this nonprofit that is geared towards activating ascension keys within people by remembering to be of service. So it's a simple, dormant areas within our being that is just dormant because of this construct we're constantly living in and creating, where we really don't have time other than being in fight or flight survival. So it's just making time to awaken these parts of us by serving local communities, your friends, your families. So we started this foundation, 6 initiatives. People are familiar more with the Mass Meditation Initiative because it's a sometimes 20,000 plus mass meditation music festival. It's super fun. But yeah, so some of the other ones are Feed Our Souls, where every month we'll do 300 to 500 meals on Skid Row, or our Starseed Initiative, where we go into children's schools and teach them yoga and
Jedi
meditation, Jedi basketball.
Vegan, how to eat vegan,
Yeah,
right?
plant-based. They're going home and teaching their parents how to recycle and compost and be sustainable. So it's really beautiful. And then this new thing is the new basic 4 food groups that we're going to be bringing in,
Oh, boy, yeah.
instead of the lobbyist 4 food groups that we've been brainwashed since.
Because
since
it's all
children.
about creating the new. That's
Yeah.
what I'm seeing are a lot of speakers here are talking about. Where an old system is really collapsing, it feels like. You
Yeah.
know, it's gotten so crazy out there in the world that we have to build a new system. And so we're here to bridge the gap and build the new.
Yes.
And that's what I see you doing. You are, a leader in building the new. You didn't talk about the planting of the trees. You haven't talked. Why don't you go into the rest of the initiatives?
Wow, yeah. So the other ones are our Clean Air Initiative, where we plant trees and restore forests and waterways. Our Beach and River Cleanup Initiative. And our Every Elder, which is beautiful, dear to my heart, because we go into assisted living and nursing homes to kind of reconnect with elders that
And listen to them.
and listen, just to reactivate, because there's so much loneliness and depression going on there. So it's really beautiful for the volunteers and for and for our elders, in this beautiful activation. So it's really just, again, being of service. We try to add new initiatives. Our next one, if we can actually find the space for, is going into treatment centers, and working with people that are facing drug addiction and mental health issues. I look at it like a field of lotuses growing out of the mud, just oceans and oceans. Yeah.
So one of the things that Adrian, he kind of skimmed over the Mass Meditation Initiative. And I want to bring a little more awareness to what happened there and my experience. So you started it in 2017?
2017 was the first.
And I went to the first one and I was blown away by how my heart just exploded open, seeing the people coming together to meditate, to help raise the vibration, clear negative thought forms stored in the land. And he was doing this at Los Angeles State Historic Park, right in downtown Los Angeles. And seeing, there's yoga and speakers, and it was really about reclaiming, I think, pieces of us that we might have forgotten about, and then reconnecting with this beautiful community. So last year in 2022, on the summer solstice, right around there, we had about 25,000 people at this festival, at music, yoga, just dancing, ecstatic dancing. I produced the Star Ancestor Space, and we had our beautiful First Nation Indigenous families sharing with us.
How many tribes do we have this year, that last year? I think it was like 20 something tribes.
Something like that. Yeah, it was amazing. And so, and Adrian really listens to his inner guidance and to his guides. And so I would like you to take a little bit. Can you give a little tip off to what Stairway to the Stars, the next event that's coming up, that feels like what Neil Gore called it, the megalithic event? So can you share that? Because we're talking about it here at Conscious Life Expo.
Got it. Yeah, for sure. So when this whole download came through, it was 5 cities that we've done 2 so far, and Vegas wasn't part of it. And it was
That
so
would be
weird.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, so Las Vegas was not part of it. And I was going through the Luxor Hotel and Casino one time on a trip to River Raft. And something just reminded me about this, what happened across the street. It was the largest mass shooting in the United States. I started researching more about Las Vegas, and I found out that the actual Las Vegas Strip is built on a ley line. And if you think about it, something that massive feeding a ley line, whether it be the casinos, whether it be there's tunnels under the strip now that house thousands of homeless brothers and sisters. There's a whole city under there. So that vibration, that energy, and then add a mass shooting to it. It just felt like
Over 800 people were injured, and I think over 60 people lost their
66
lives that
people,
day.
yeah.
66 people.
So we're there to bring the mass meditation. We're in the Luxor Hotel and Casino, and it is a pyramid structure. It's a photon generator in the middle of a vortex city that's, fueled by a lot of interesting energy. So we're there to shift and bring an amazing conscious expo on top of that. And there's going to be some insane surprises coming up. We haven't even announced the lineup. You haven't even announced all the little bonuses that are going to come with it. So right now it's just a teaser thing. Go check it out. You're probably going to love it, just like everyone else is. And then when you start hearing about the lineup and all the little treats we have, it's just going to be.
Can I give one little thing that just a little,
Sure.
so this one's confirmed. So
Okay. Is it a person?
yes.
Okay, no.
I can't give a person's name.
No.
Okay, I won't give the person's name. Then I'll say this person is a speaker and also does music. And what Adrian, and I just ran into him in the hallway, that's why I'm reminded of it. But what Adrian has done at taking over the Luxor, we're talking the entire hotel plus the Velvet Lounge for 3 nights, with some of our speakers actually spinning music and really raising the
Okay, just
vibration.
giving
and
it up
lifting it.
now.
I didn't say any names.
Okay.
There's a couple that might fit that bill, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't say the date. So why
Yeah,
don't
let's do it. November 10, 11, and 12. So 11/11. And yeah, let's do it. There's going to be a mass meditation 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. is going to be the megalithic surprise.
there we
Yeah.
go. So and Adrian, one of the things that I also want to share before we end this is that what has been really pulsing within my heart is to see people collaborating. So I've been hearing for the past 10 years this phrase, conscious collaboration without competition. I also heard it say without copyrights too, which
Ooh.
I think people have a hard time.
Interesting.
Not everybody's ready for that part yet, but that is what I heard many, many years ago. I've talked about it a lot on Awakening Code Radio. We've, for all these 10 years I've been on air, I've been repeating this phrase.
Yeah.
And what I am ecstatic about is that we're actually embodying it now. And what I see happening with Sheila asking me to come and be a part of this network. And we also have Neil Gore from Portal to Ascension has jumped in. He canceled his trip to Iceland on 11/11 to come help with this conference.
I just sent
And
him a
this-
flyer. He's like, ooh, gotta cancel.
Yeah, yeah, because he feels the energy of how important it is. And I would be remiss if I didn't announce where we're leapfrogging on these conferences and festivals. So here we're at Conscious Life Expo. Neil is, and we talked about Suzanne Ross is having an event in Sedona in March. In April, Portal to Ascension is having an event in San Diego. These are all live events. And then in August, I will be co-producing another event that's a festival at Tico Time Resort called Sunfire Fest with Jennifer Berryhill, who used to work with Chief Golden Light Eagle of the 11/11 Star Knowledge. So we've got a lot of stuff coming up. And then next comes the granddaddy at the Luxor, Stairway to the Stars. So you can find that information on disclosurefest.org. or portaltoascension.org, sunfirefest.com. And we want to ask all of you, if you can get there, find a way to be with us, because we know that together, everyone will achieve more. That's what team means. Together, everyone achieves more. So that's what we're doing.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here and saying yes.
And just remember, if you have some space in your schedule, to go be of service to your communities.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was, this is the perfect flow. Adrian, you're the best. And Sheila's back in the revolving chair.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. We're having a blast
I know,
today.
this is amazing.
I
To do it in
know.
person, do you
I
see
know.
why it's important to do these
I
things in
do.
person? Yes.
I do. The synergy and the open-heartedness and, just the fact that we can hug each other and, just skin to skin
I
here,
know.
sister.
And just remembering our divine origins. Did you
know.
see how seamlessly this flowed? Let's give a hand to Mary. Mary was so instrumental in
Yeah.
helping us. Can you
Here,
pop
Mary.
your face
Me
in
too.
here?
Mary.
Yeah. I always want to acknowledge anybody who's
Yes.
coming in. You were so pivotal in helping do our set and making sure
That's
we
right.
were all okay with our hair and our little set
Yeah.
here. So thank you so
Oh,
much.
you're
for
welcome.
being
It's
part
a
of
pleasure
this.
to be with you.
Hold
And
my
for
baby there.
I gave your baby some water. She
Oh.
came and jumped up on me and I was like, oh, you want water? Yes.
Yes. So what an amazing first show to kick off Meet the Extraordinary, because I don't think we could have had a better co-host, had better guests, and what a fantastic location.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
absolutely awesome.
big props to all the team at Conscious Life Expo
That's
for
right.
bringing us all together. The team has been spectacular. Robert Quicksilver and Shima Moore were the founders. Conscious Life Expo started 21 years ago. This is the 21st annual, and they took over this entire hotel, 3 floors. It's been extraordinary this
Yes.
year. Yeah, so I just want to give big props to them for bringing us all together.
Yes,
such gratitude.
absolutely. And much gratitude to everyone who is watching, whether you are on YouTube, Amazon, Apple TV, Roku, if you're watching on our phone apps. If you were here and kind of joined in and popped your head in the door, thank you for supporting this. We love you, love you, love you. Happy February. I hope that you have a beautiful month full of heartfelt love and just unconditional expression of the divine highest order in your life.
And thank you
And
for
thank
all
you,
that you're
honey.
doing to uplift humanity. Seriously,
Thank
you are
you.
a powerhouse. You are tireless in your efforts, and I just thank you so much for what you're doing. You have enhanced my life beyond my wildest dreams.
Oh,
So
thank you. Thank you, sister. Hey, thank you guys, everybody. I wish you were here with us. Have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed
Hope
evening.
to see you in person soon.
Yes. Namaste.
Namaste.
Much love, everybody. Whether you're looking for programs on near-death experience, angels, spirituality, health, healing, and wellness, metaphysics, extraterrestrials, UFOs, or videos about the soul, we've got you covered. The Conscious Awakening Network is your connection to community, education, and transformation with enlightening programming designed to awaken and expand your consciousness, open and engage your mind, heal and ground your body. Download our apps on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and in the iOS and Android app stores.